What's up, guys? We them Thursday guys. I'm your host, Slammin Sammy. We got the Rocket Mortgage Classic this week to get into some picks. But before we do that, let's wrap up the 3M real quick. My best finisher there was Cam Champ, tied 16th. The winner of that golf tournament was Tony Finau. He was one of the favorites going into that week. And probably wouldn't have won if it wouldn't have been a meltdown by Scott Piercy. Scott Piercy led the whole golf tournament, but melted down on Sunday. And Tony Finau played just good enough to get it done by 3 shots, I believe. Tony Finau was coming in most books around 14 to 16 to 1. As I mentioned, he was one of the favorites. It was a pretty weak field, and he ended up getting it done. So congrats to all those bettors who booked Tony Finau last week. Let's get right into the Rocket Mortgage. The field is a little bit stronger for this event. You got some bigger names towards the favorites. You got, Patrick Cantley, Will Zalatoris, Tony Finau again. A lot of young rookies who've had good years so far this year. But let's get right into my picks. Just like the 3M, the Rocket Mortgage is a relatively new tournament. They've only had 3 tournaments here in the past, same amount as the 3M. So not a lot of course history. It's in Detroit, in Michigan. So let's get right into the picks. I've picked some of these guys in the past, but I'm gonna go into a little bit deeper on why I picked them this week with their recent play at the Rocket Mortgage Classic in the last 3 years. So leading off, as we do every week, biggest long shots down to favorites. I picked 8 golfers for you this week, so let's get right into it. First guy off the board, Doc Redman. I've picked him in the past. He's 250 to 1. Reason I'm picking Doc this week is in 2019 he finished second at the Rocket Mortgage, and in 2020 he finished tied 21st in the Rocket Mortgage. So it's a course he likes. He's played well earlier on this year. So at 250 to 1, let's take a shot. Next guy I'm picking is David Lipsky, 150 to 1. David Lipsky, 150 to 1. The reason I'm picking this guy is he had a string of top 10s like 2 months ago, back when the Mexico Open, during that stretch. I want to say it was middle to early May. Really good player. So we're going to take a chance at 150 to 1. Next guy I got, Hank Lebioda, lefty out of Florida State, 125 to 1. Hank Lebioda, 125 to 1. This guy finished T4th at the Rocket Mortgage last year in 2021. So recent success at this course, has had a good season. Still looking for that breakthrough win. 125 to 1. Take a chance. Next guy. Now we're dropping down to kind of mid-tier, and that's Troy Merritt at 70 to 1. A lot of value in Troy this week. He's been playing good the last couple weeks. And if you look at his recent finishes at the Rocket Mortgage in 2020, he finished T8th. And in 2021, he finished T2nd. So last 2 years, he's had top 10s here. Been playing well. At 70 to 1, I feel like that's a steal for Troy Merritt this week. So book it. Next guy, 50 to 1, Cameron Tringale. Cameron Tringale, 50 to 1. Once again, never won on tour. Been playing really well. Probably should have won the Scottish Open. Followed that up with decent play at the British. He's knocking on the door. He always could shoot that 75 on Sunday, but at 50 to 1, he's been playing pretty well, so let's take a shot. Next guy, Davis Riley, 35 to 1. Davis Riley, 35 to 1. It's a matter of time before this guy wins. He's been knocking on the door. Rookie, great player. 35-1, there's value. Next guy, Max Homa, 25-1. Some shorter odds for Max, but he's had a great year. Keeps knocking on the door. Couple wins this year already. So at 25-1, we're going to book that as well. Last pick I got for you. You guys know him by now. Cameron Young, 18-1. It's short odds for a guy who's never won. But if you look at all his second place finishes, his play in the majors, his top fives he's racked up this year, at 18-1, there still is value there. When you see like Tony Finau, who just won, has shorter odds. Will Zalatoris has shorter odds. And then, of course, Patrick Cantlay has shorter odds. But if I'm going to pick one of those favorites, it's going to be Cameron Young. So that's the last pick I got for you. We them Thursday, guys. Stay tuned. Stay live. Let's go. Thanks.